when Mintra launched, we sacrificed for it. Where's the liquidity? What the fuck? I saw, and then liquidity came, and then the project stabilized, and then it's launched. What people are mad about is like, people are mad about why isn't there liquidity up right now? Because they want to dump their whole bag and get out. That's it. So that's the truth. Now, 9-inch
paper will let us hands.
Yeah, I saw this with 9-inch.
Yep.
I saw this with Mintra. I saw this with Liquid Loans. I saw it with Flux, Famous, all the tokens there, except for the first one since it launched, it was a free token, right? Every major sacrifice project, even ones that didn't sacrifice, all had low liquidity. Then the liquidity came.
Right.
Everyone's just mad because they want to sell because they're fucking wrecked because they overextended themselves.
Yeah, they're illiquid themselves because they didn't properly manage their risk.
And this is, they just want to sell without slippage.
Right.
That's exactly what happened. That's why I've got no sympathy for it. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because what? Guess what? I invested what I could afford to invest in these projects. Cool. I still am liquid as fuck on all my other investments, and my if I really need cash, I'm not thinking like, oh my god, I got to sell the Liquid Loans bag. I got to sell the fame. Dude, I need my Famous bag. I need to sell it right now because I just need money right now.
Right. Let's just poor risk management.
Yeah. And it's just like, what are people doing? Are they fucking maxing out a credit card, taking cash day loans on it, and then jumping into a sacrifice? What the fuck? Who the fuck is telling you
there's somebody out there doing that.
Yeah, but why are you doing that? Like, that's I get like that is like borderline like degenerate.
Desperation.
Like, I only see that with a person that is like
they don't understand.
Like they have to be like such a degenerate gambler, and like you have to. I mean, like it's just
desperate. It's
just so desperate. It's insane, dude.
They're blinded by the X's.
And, I have some sympathy for it, but at the same time, I don't in terms of, I mean, that's why we do the course, to be honest, so that we can make sure people, basically do things reasonably, but, not everybody listens.
Yeah. I think people have overextended due to inflation as well. Yeah. This is like,
Well, yeah, a lot of people didn't expect that. I get that.
Yeah. It's the whole Dan Tease thing right here too, as well. Like the scratch off lottery mentality. And there's this whole thing too. Now, let me tell you one thing. So there's someone's asked me, so why even do sacrifice phases for? What's the fucking point then? I'll just buy it when it comes out. Definitely true. There is some benefits to it. One, when a lot of these sacrifices happened when your money was higher.
Yeah. Forrest Hodl.
I know tons of people that didn't sacrifice for anything and don't have no money now.
Yeah, they lost more.
They lost even more. They mismanaged the whole bag. All the amount of Hexicans living on couches in turn, like I'm not gonna say names and shit, but the amount of people just like pretending online they have money and then they're fucking broke as a joke.
You know what we should do as a meme?
What?
Have you ever watched what's that movie with Dave Chappelle called
Half-Baked?
Yeah, Half-Baked.
Yeah, okay.
There's a guy on the couch. We should get somebody on the get a Hexican on the couch. Just call the guy on the couch. Anybody who sees the movie, you'll know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh, but god damn, that took me out of my
Sorry, just random thoughts.
But like a lot of the people sacked when the prices were way higher. So this is the one benefit to sacking in a bull market is that you kind of lock in some money. Now you just got to make sure, is this what I like? I know people that like no matter what's happened with the sacrifices, they're like, I'm so happy I sacked because I literally had this money. They miss there's people that lost the whole bag. Sad to say, those sacks brought them back.
Yeah,
it's fucking the truth. And look,
well, so that let's take that, and then if they were to be like, okay, I really understand this ecosystem, I really believe where this is going as a layer one and what it's trying to do in the organic community, how decentralized they are, even though they're getting a lot of shit. I'm contrarian still to the wider crypto market, and I think this can do well, but I don't have that much more money, but at least I have this. Then over the next 5 to 6 months, I'm also going to take a percentage of my pay, which, is stuff that I'd spend, going out on weekends or stuff that I would spend on frivolous things.
Yeah.
Take that money, even though compared to, what you originally put in, it's a lot less. That will still get you a lot more coin over the next 6 months. And that will, in the short term, you're going to have to kind of bite the bullet on that.
Yeah.
But then a year from now, that's where it's going to be like, like you're going to really thank yourself for, having that patience.
Right. And so like someone asked me, so why did the fiat famous sacrifices go so well compared to the other ones? There's two big things, right? One's expectation. They
proper
did
expectations.
Proper expectations. They did these sacrifices in a bear market. And let me say it again. They did the sacrifices in a bear market. So the people who participated got already wrecked or were in at that point and were in much more of a level-headed point to sacrifice so less emotional. Still hopeful for the future. Hey, I would like to make but more grounded in reality.
Yes.
Okay. The one problem with the thing is like people oversacked during so imagine the price is really high and then you oversacked during those things. So imagine like a guy with a $100,000 portfolio, he sacked like $30,000 of his money into like Pulsex as an example, right? Came down. Even at the launch, but there was no excuse to like literally like Pulsex went 40% above the sack rate. If anyone sacked with a group or did some shit, like most groups were in the top 30, they were in multiples anyway. So like they were in huge amount of profits. They just didn't take as agreed.
Right. But even
so, on the come down, they still were able to sell on the come down.
Well, but even so, even like I don't know, like even so, they would still like let's say they just hodled, which would make sense. What they could do is instead they had that 30,000 originally, they put in 3,000 now. Yeah, they double their bag. Yeah, practically.
And they also don't think too is like in terms of like that capital, even though they're down, like let's just say
they're more focused on being down on something they haven't sold, rather than buying something that could increase their coins more of something they sold. But that's what kind of makes me pissed off a little bit is because they talk about this shit as if they believe in it, and then like you said, they're kind of not really repping the team by having that incentivized stake in it as much as they say they do.
Right. And there's also rules now. This is where like everyone do your own tax stuff and stuff. But when you join, when you do a sacrifice and you get your coins, you are going to, because you receive them at a really low rate and you've held them for a long time, you're way ahead in terms of like if taking profits earlier than somebody relative to someone has to wait 6 months or 5 months for the bottom of that coin to invest at that point, and then they have to wait a full year before they can sell. So like where someone is in it from the beginning, it's already like it's almost like I counted a lot of the sacks as like, oh, this is just like now this is really funny actually, but girl math. Like I sacked last bull market. I'm getting coins now. Hey, it's free money. Yeah, girl math
or for total money.
Yeah, for total money. It's like sacrifice for this 2 years ago. Totally forgot about these money. Yeah. Couch cushion money. Yep. Girl math. And with the famous one, too, right? People more because the Pulse chain ecosystem had launched and had launched and stuff. People understood more what the ecosystem was already at that time. And then from there, when they did the fame sacrifice, they understood like, oh yeah, we do need this. That's logical, and that's there's a product market fit. Where a lot of these sacrifices were done during times when people didn't understand the product market fit.
Right.
The only one I think that people understood was maybe like Mintra, because that made sense because you need an NFT marketplace. That's a part of the marketplace, like ABC.
Puzzle,
ABC's famous the famous token, or not the famous. I'm sorry, the not the famous token, the fiat token, which was Aave. That's one of the ABCs you need to start a crypto L1. So product market fit, and also you had people in more rational state where people who were getting in were more mature people because they stuck around the bear market, and they're like, this makes sense, I'll throw some money. Two,
right, because
sacks were much lower as well, so they much less. Like I always commended them for this. Like the first sack they ever did, it was like less than $2 million, $3 million, comparatively to other ones that did like 8 million, 10, 15 million. And let me say this: a lot of those projects that did get that capital would have got that capital because it was in a bull market. So there is all that. There's timing and market and stuff like that. So a lot more reasonable. People were expecting, since they put in people, because like watch in a bull market, as an example, if I was this character who invested, like I'm gonna put 5,000 into famous, versus in a sacrifice in the bull market, I'll put 25,000. Me, okay, I'm more level-headed. I know it's not a bull market yet. 5,000, I'm expecting much less, and then I'm more calmer about it. Versus, fuck, I put 25,000 into it. Oh, I'm gonna get my 25,000 back. I could do multiple. I could be up 50, 60,000 on it. And it's all about perspective at the end of the day,
No, and everybody has a different strategy, but at the end of the day, it's like I just want to see the whole, like, instead of the community infighting with each other, right? Like I want to see the community band together and be like, okay, this is what we're after, because if the community can come to a consensus together without somebody leading the charge every single time, that's going to make a lot of a long-term, more stable, stronger community.